I guess this all right. Mic. Yeah, my mic should be on. Hopefully. All right. So, welcome to Flourishing Choices. So, this is my channel. I just do my hair on my channel. So, tonight I'm wrapping my hair up. I did this braid out style, and I will have the video posted. It should be posted on Tuesday. So I did this braid out style for you guys. I did a video, but now it's time for me to get some rest, some type of rest, because to be up in about 2 hours. So I do not plan to be on this live long. So I have to wrap my hair back up so my hair could be ready in the morning. So that is what I'm doing on this live. And also, I just want to chit chat a little bit about things that is going on. So let me just get started. So I know everybody is focused on the case right now, but um, that's not what I talk about tonight. So probably about I want to say about 2 3 months ago, I want to say I did a live and I talked about the mom who left her little ones in the house for 5 years, basically just abandoned the little ones. And she was in a whole separate life down the street, not far from the little ones. She brought them food every so often so they would be able to eat. And um, they were discovered because the landlord realized that rent was not being paid. Okay. The landlord realized that rent wasn't being paid for I think a couple months or whatever. So he decided to I guess try to go to the apartment, and I guess from there he must have contacted the police to do like a welfare check. So when they did the initial welfare check, they were not able to get into the house. And when they did the second welfare check, they were able to get into the house. And they found out that the little ones was in the house by themselves. It was three of them. Three of them. 15-year-old boy, a 14-year-old girl, and I believe a 12-year-old girl, I believe. Let's see. All I heard was welfare. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully, can you guys hear me? Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. My mic sounds nice. Check one. My mic sounds nice. Check. My mic sounds nice. Check three. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Um, but anyway, they decided they went to do a welfare check and they found out that the children had been, well, the little ones had been abandoned in the house for 5 years. So, and the house was absolutely disgusting. There was urine and feces everywhere. The smell in the house was horrible. Trash was all over the house. The children, the little ones were sleeping on pizza boxes made out of sleeping on they basically like a makeshift bed out of cardboard pizza boxes. So the neighbors had reported that, and I talked about this in a live before, but I just want to reiterate some things about the story. The neighbors said that they didn't know that it was children actually in the house, and the only reason why they knew that it was children in the house, well, the little ones in the house, is because one of them went to the window and called outside like a nice car to one of the neighbors. So that was the only way they really knew that anybody was in the house. Otherwise, they said they never seen them. The mom, she did drop off food. The neighbor said that they seen her sitting in a car for hours at a time, but she never seen her go inside. So anyway, that story really touched my heart. And then they went in, and the house was horrible. It's a whole video, everything. Like the people that cleaned up the house afterwards, they did a whole video, and they show how disgusting the house was. So and that story really hit my heart because I'm a mom. I have 5 children, and I cannot imagine how you could leave your little ones in a home like that. And then they said at the time they had showed like her Facebook page or whatever, and she was really nice looking. She had the fake hair in her hair. She had her makeup done. She had on nice clothes. Like she looked it real good. She was talking about doing like food drives and promoting party stuff. And it's like this whole time your ones was living in a house like this. But anyway, of course they arrested her, and had they first set bail. They set bail at I believe it was 250 million dollars. And then she had like some type of arraignment, and then the judge came back. The new judge, I'm assuming, came back, and they took the $250 million bond away and gave her two I think 250,000 bond, or the bond, it was originally 500 million, I believe, something like that, and they took it back to like 250,000 or something like that. But anyway, I did the whole story on it. But there has been a update. So she has recently went back to court. I think she went back to court May the 16th. Um, for, I believe it's for the welfare fraud of her charges. So let me just, the news story that I've seen, the caption of the news story is what my eyes. That is what caught my eyes. The caption says, I sacrifice my little ones. And I'm just saying little ones. It actually says other word, but I know YouTube is very sensitive to certain words. So I'm going to say little ones, but it doesn't say little ones. So it says, I sacrifice my little ones. And that caption just, it hit me. It hit me. It hit me. It hit me real hard. Um, so let me get into the story and try to get my hair done while I'm getting into the story. So her charges are the charges that she are is allegedly against her or whatever, or they are charging her with is 3 counts of degree child abuse and 3 counts of welfare fraud. Okay, so I looked at the video from the court, and the first thing that really bothered me is that the first shot that they showed of her. Now I'm not sure if that's the first when she first came into court, but I know this is the first shot that they showed. They looked at her, and she was smiling and laughing and talking to the lawyer. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how is any of this funny? Like, and then how are you smiling and laughing? Like, do you not understand what's going on here? You smiling and you laughing and you talking to the lawyer. Now the lawyer he didn't crack a smile at her. He wasn't smiling at her. He was, doing his job as he should have been doing. But that just really that really tore me up because it's like, what are you smiling about? Do you think this was really funny? I mean, was this funny to you? Like you actually sitting there smiling and giggling. Like, all right. So that really irritated me. So, okay, the lawyer, okay. All right. So they had the officer come in and speak about the conditions of the house and what type of the conditions the house was in. So the officer said that the smell was so he thought that there was a unalive body present because the smell was so horrible. He said that he never smelled a smell like that coming from a house without an unalive body, basically. So when they first got to the house, they were they were actually looking for um a unalive body. They were really shocked to see that it was egg children in that house. So so he talked about the condition of the house. I told that in my one of my past lives. It was horrible, trash everywhere, fe- feces and pee and the toilets was not working. Like it was horrible, absolutely horrible. The refrigerator was a mess. Like everything in that house needed to be thrown away. Everything. Like it was nothing in that house worth salvaging. All right. So he also talked about the appearance of the mom. So they reached out to her and they got her to come, I guess, to the house or whatever and everything. And of course, when you see these little ones in this this condition that they were living in, you would think like, okay, mom is she must have some type of mental disabilities and she's gonna be looking, crazy, or maybe, she on drugs or something like that or whatever. Like even people I've seen, even people that be on drugs don't even have their little ones living in conditions like that. But so he said he was very shocked at her appearance because surprisingly her hair was done. She was wearing what appeared to be clean, long, fake nails. So these kids, um hygiene, she ain't they didn't have any products, they didn't have anything. I think I read somewhere that two of the girls started their menstrual cycles. So like they hadn't had any proper hygiene care in 5 years. 5 years. And she comes to the house all razzled and dazzled up. What? Make that make sense. Please make that make sense. That is That's absolutely crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy to me. So then they talked about more about, like what led up to this, like her actions and why did she do this, and just trying to investigate and see, where her mental state was at. In her words, she told the detectives she knew that her actions were selfish, that it made her children sick, and that she had ultimately sacrificed her children for her own purposes. Let me say that again. She sacrificed her children for her own purposes. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. I am I've said this a few times, but if you're new here, I am a part-time conspiracy theorist. Um, and screams that whole statement screams out to me. Like, so I just can't wrap my mind around that whole statement. And then for you actually to tell the detectives, like, It just blows my mind. So they went into some more details about the house. So in every apartment house, any facility where anybody's living at, there is laws. You supposed to have smoke detectors. You're supposed to be working smoke detectors all throughout the house. And also I think also a fire extinguisher as well. But I know for sure smoke detectors. This lady, for a lack of a better word that I cannot say, took the batteries out the smoke detectors, so there was no risk of the fire department or the police showing up. So let me go back. Let me go back to this statement here. She sacrificed her children for her own purposes. So if there was a fire, there's no smoke detectors in the house, the little ones would have burned up. Going back to her statement, she sacrificed her children for her own purposes. That that's some cold. That is some cold-hearted stuff. That is so cold-hearted, and I sure hope that the system hits her with everything that she deserves. Everything. I hope that she get hit with everything she deserved, and I hope she get hit with everything that she deserved. And like I believe in karma big time. So what goes around comes around. And I believe when you do people wrong, it will come back to you. And some people think like on the terms of um in this lifetime. Well, I think in the term of in your next lifetime too. So so they went on to they went on to tell her, about the little ones and their conditions and everything and how they were. The detective said she was only concerned about herself, asking the detectives what can she do for herself. That is absolutely ridiculous to me. Absolutely ridiculous. So this story really breaks my heart. It really does. But on to my next story because I don't know why. Probably because I searched up certain things on my phone. But these stories of these neglect is really landing on my Google feed. And I absolutely cannot believe it. So the next story that I seen, these mom, well, it's two moms in this story. They are in Arizona. So the story said two moms facing multiple charges after police said they were drinking at a bar and left young kids alone in the parking lot. Um, the children, oh, early this year, they said. So this happened on March 8th, but they just reported the story like 2 days ago. All right. So before I talk about this story, I actually got a chance to see the body camera footage from the police of the situation. So on the body camera, the police were on the scene basically, and there were several people in the parking lot um, telling the police basically they found a car with children in it. One of the little ones was running through the parking lot or whatever, and they asked about their mom, and they didn't get a response, and this and the third, so they decided to call the police or whatever. And they said they had already been there for quite some time waiting to, what I'm saying, see if, the mom came back to the car or whatever, or the mom's whoever or whatever. And in this situation, it was four little ones, from the oldest one being four on down. Four. 4 years old. 4 years old. So the oldest one was the one that was running around in the parking lot. A 4 year old. Okay. All right. Um, so the officers um started going through the car or whatever, and this is from the body camera footage. They started going through the car or whatever. One of the babies, because it was a 4 year old and a 3 year old, and the two other ones was in car seats or whatever. So they never said their age or how old they was, but they looked to be babies. Like, yeah, they I guess they found a bottle of milk in the car or whatever, because one of the babies was crying, so they gave the one of the babies a bottle of milk or whatever. And as they searching through the car or whatever, they come up with a bag of marijuana, a bag of marijuana. Okay, so still time has gone by. Still, the mom, parents, nobody came back to the car yet. So they started doing their investigating, going to all the businesses to go around the business, like, hey, anybody left their kids, their little ones in the car out here, blah 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 blah. So I guess it was a bar nearby. They went in, they didn't get any response, so then they went back out to the car. They said 45 minutes later, 45 minutes later. Let that sink in. 45 minutes. Now, this is 45 minutes after the police had got there. The people that were outside, they had already been waiting for some time for somebody to. So, like, but we can accurately say 45 minutes. 45 minutes later, the moms, it's two of them, they strolling up. So the police asked them, like, okay, like, you what, you got your kids out here, what I'm saying, in the car. Like, where you been at? So one of the moms said, and I got it everything in written down, but I'm trying to go by what I seen in the video clip or whatever. So one of the moms said that they had went that she went to the bathroom and she was only gone for 10 minutes. So the police was like, no, because we've been out here for 45 minutes. The other mom tried to say that they was gone for 15 minutes, and they tried to say they went to the bathroom or something or whatever. So they called them out, like, no, we've been out here for 45 minutes. Like, where's you guys at? So in the video clip, they blurred out the women's face, but um, they did look to be Caucasian. I don't know what ages they were. The response that they gave the officers, it sounded as if they were pretty young. I would say maybe between the ages of maybe like 20 to like 26, 27 ish or whatever. But they blurred their faces out. So I don't know. But the responses that they gave the officer, it sounds the responses of somebody in their age range or whatever. That's what it sounded like. So basically, after the officers, and I'm remembering from the video clip, after the officers talked more and they finally came clean or whatever and everything, they basically said that they went to a bar. They went to a bar or whatever, and they might have had one drink. So I guess then the officers came back or whatever, and they told them, like, yeah, you getting arrested. You getting arrested. Like, that's it. So that was the video clip. So I did take some notes from the news story. Let me see. When the officers, let's see, on March 8th, several witnesses called police if they saw a small little one running through the parking lot with no adult in sight at 11 p.m. 11 p.m. The young little one led officers to the vehicle where there were three more little ones alone. The older little one was the older little ones were 3 or 4, and the other two ones were in car seats. Is when they found a bag of marijuana in a glove box. 30 minutes into the police searching for the mother, they returned to the car. One tries to say they were at the restroom, and the other one tried to say they were gone for 10 minutes. Police was there for at least 45 minutes. The other one claimed they was gone for 50 minutes. They both admitted later to getting at least one drink at the bar. They both was arrested as they should have. As they should have been. Like, it's no excuse. It's actually no excuse. Like, I just can't wrap my mind around you actually leaving your precious little ones. And little ones. We're not just talking about little ones like 14, 15, or no, we're talking about little, a 4 year old. A 4 year old. Do you know what a 4 year old can do? And you left a 4 year old, a 3 year old, and two little babies in car seats in a car for, I'm going to say, just over an hour to go to the bar and have one drink. Anything could have happened to them little ones. Like, it's like these. I just actually cannot believe, like, these women are not understanding. Like, these are your precious, for a drink at the bar. I would understand more of a mom leaving her kids in the car and she was going to a job interview. Like, I was a single mom. I would understand that. Like, I would understand that because sometimes there's no village to help you. Sometimes you don't have nobody, but you left these little ones, and not that small. But I digress. Um, to go in a bar and have a drink, and then what, you have a drink and what? You come back and drive the back home after you had a drink, and I know it wasn't one. I mean, it seemed like they probably sobered up real fast when they seen the police out there. I'm pretty sure they wasn't whatever whatever buzz they got. I'm sure once they seen all them police standing out there, I'm pretty sure that buzz was pretty much gone after that. Because I can tell you from the video I saw, it didn't sound like they were buzzed at all. And I wouldn't be either, because that's like, oh shoot, oh man, like when, I just don't understand. So I want to tell the men, all the men, y'all gotta be careful who y'all having babies with. Y'all gotta be careful because these women don't have no brain cells, none. Like, you don't have like none, absolutely none. Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. I seen another. Did I talk about that news story? I don't think I talked about that news story. I seen another news story. Um, I didn't talk about that one. The mom, um, she left her special needs children in the house by themselves so she can go back to work. She was a hair braider, and she pulled the kids out of school early. Well, no, school was closing early or whatever. She dropped the kids off at school, and I guess they sent her a little message and was like, school closing early or whatever and everything, and she had to go to work. So instead of letting them stay for the half a day or whatever, knowing that she had to go to work and she ain't had nobody to pick them up, she went back. She had just dropped them off. She went back, picked them up from school, and took them home. Now, when she took them home, these are special needs children. These are special needs children. Two of them, I forgot their ages. She was an African lady. She took them back home, left them home, went back to work to go braid somebody's hair. God forbid the unthinkable happened. There was fire. There was a fire. God forbid, but it happened. And the children didn't make it out. The children didn't make it out. And what struck me as so strange about this particular video, and she was African, so when she came, she was doing all that, oh God, she was crying and all this carrying on. And I'm looking at the comments of the video, and people like, it's no tears. And I'm looking, I'm like, well, maybe no tears, no tears. Like I would not, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be her. Oh God, like it. So anyway, so then they asking her, about the kids and all this. And she goes from saying, oh God, oh no, oh Jesus, oh God, oh Jesus, oh, so I need my phone. I need my phone. Like she stopped in mid cry or fake cry or whatever she was doing and was like, I need my phone. I don't I don't get I don't get it to save my life. So man, y'all need to know who y'all out here having babies with. Cause these women, people need to start having more conversations and stop being so interested in laying down, because these people don't have absolutely no brain cells at all. None. Like none. I don't even know like what's worse. I just had to talk about that. I had to talk about that because I'm like, and the whole, the one with the kid, the little ones in the house for 5 years abandoned. I can't believe she came to that courtroom smiling. I absolutely cannot believe that. And maybe, and I started like, maybe she trying to catch an insanity plea or something. Like, cause who would be smiling in a situation like that and kiki and laughing and who would? So I feel like maybe she's trying to get an insanity plea or something. I don't know, but I know that was very weird. Like you, then she wasn't even. She's not even the officer, the detective trying to tell her about the little ones, and she's well, what can I do for myself? How can I save myself? How do you lay down and how do you push out humans and be so distant from them? Like, and maybe because my heart is how my heart is, like, and how I'm set up, like I can't associate, I can't relate, I can't understand. Maybe that's why I can't understand, and maybe it's not for me to understand, but it is a magical thing. It is not magical. It is a blessing thing. It is a miraculous thing to be able to create life. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. It's so many women out here that would love to have the chance to create life. And you were blessed. You was blessed to create life. Live. Hey bro, you was blessed to create life, and this is what you do with it. I absolutely cannot fathom it to save my life. I cannot. And these little ones never asked to be here. They never asked to be here. Like, I seen somewhere on the internet, uh, a mom said she had her her little ones because she wanted to have them, and that um basically she needed, she that's what she needed in that moment. And I'm like, huh? What? So you created a life and you brought the life into the world to save yourself? What? Huh? So I don't, I can't understand to save my life. Like, so I hope that men and the women, um be careful who you create life with, or be careful who you lay down with, because you can not even be intentionally trying to create life or whatever. You could just be having fun. You could be at a freak off, like, let me stop. But just know that you could have the potential of creating life with a dingbat, because that's what it is. It's that I can't call it any other way but a dingbat. Like, you just the things that they are saying and coming up with, like a dingbat. Like, that you left the little ones in the car to go to the bar. I mean, like, what? I mean, okay, what happened to, like, you can go to the bar, you can take the little ones into, not like a sit down bar, but, like, you know what I'm saying, go get a drink, go get the drink, go buy a bottle, whatever. And maybe, you know what, now that I think about that, maybe they probably didn't even have money. They probably didn't even have money. They probably went to the bar and got some man to buy them a drink. What? If you don't have money to get a drink, then you don't need to be drinking. Take your butt home with you, and take your children back to the house. Take them back home. But I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Like, just be careful who you lay down with, because everybody ain't got it all. They ain't got it all. And God help the babies. That's all I can say. I would go after the babies because, whew, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But anyway, if you was here for my whole rant, thank you. Please make sure that you like the live coconut oil or olive oil. Also, tonight I am using, well, didn't use it on this live, but I have peppermint oil and coconut oil in this bottle here. So yeah, I put that on my hair already. But thank you for joining my live. Thank you for commenting. Please make sure that you like the live on your way out. I'll see you guys. Maybe I might come live on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see. But you guys have a good night. Good morning. It's morning.